distractions are a real thing to deal with, and especially when your environment is very comfortable or you have coworkers who you love to talk to or whatever. And so I wanted to hop on and ask you guys what your biggest distraction is and how I can help with that. So comment below what your biggest distraction is. And I also wanted to share just a few quick things that I'm going to be doing to change up the way I work and ways to overcome distractions. So thankfully I've gotten better at overcoming distractions and knowing myself as a worker and knowing how to be my own boss, meaning how to discipline myself to get things done by a certain timeline. But it wasn't always that way. And so some of the things that really help, well, first of all, I'm going to share a little stat with you. According to Michael Hyatt, who is like a time management guru / goal setting guru, personal development person, the average worker gets interrupted every 3 minutes. So like a half hour of deep focused work can go a lot further than 3 or 4 hours of getting distracted every 3 minutes. So one thing I would recommend doing is starting to time block out your days and setting your phone on airplane mode or letting people know who usually need you during a certain period of time that you're not going to be available from X time to X time. Because if you let them know and you ask if they need anything beforehand, then you make them feel heard and you give yourself the freedom to not feel guilty about going into your time blocked time. So that would be my first tip, is just turn off all the distractions around you and let the people know who you're going to feel like you need to check social media or your clients' emails or whatever. Let them know ahead of time you're not going to be available from X time to X time, so they don't expect to hear from you. And the other thing that I would say is if you can, give yourself a cutoff time for things. So for me, if I don't give myself a cutoff time for like when I need a podcast ready or when I need an email sent out or whatever, I will spend forever on it and I will be a perfectionist till the end, and I will just wait and spend more and more time thinking about it. But if I say, okay, it's 2:45 right now, we need to have this done by 3:30 at the latest, and I better figure it out. And it really has helped. So it's a principle really, that if you give yourself less time to do something, you will get the creative juices flowing to find solutions and do it. And then the other thing that I would say is, if you can, thank you for the like. If you guys are here watching, say hello, tell me your biggest distraction. And the other thing that I would say is, if you can, when you're scheduling your week, to make sure your self-care and your health get scheduled, because if you don't, it won't happen and you're not going to be as productive and as positive and as energized and as creative if you don't schedule your time for self-care. Now, the tips in the email newsletter are way better, so because I tend to write better than I speak on camera. So if you want those tips, let me know. You can sign up for my newsletter. I'll put my link to my newsletter or to my email opt-in for your free gift as well. You get a free gift for signing up for my newsletter list. In the comments, it's just my website, HaileyRowe.com. And you can get on the newsletter list, get future newsletters. Let me know if you want me to send you these tips that I shared that from the newsletter. My tips in this video were a little different. But yeah, have a good night and let me know if you have any questions, and I can't wait to read what distractions you guys struggle with. Thank you.